Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the West Coast United States on a Tuesday evening. It's about 6 o'clock p.m. right now, Pacific Standard Time, and that means only one thing. Time for some BuffoonCraft SMP! Woo! And so far in the chat, we have our very own fellow buffoon, Shut Mountain. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. And, of course, our latest, greatest, new, fresh off the manufacturing line of mods, Counterplays. And it's also Counterplay's birthday was yesterday as well. So happy birthday, my friend, and welcome to being a mod for our stream. Counterplays has more than earned it. He's stuck with us for a very, very long time. And Shut Mountain, thank you for the host. Really appreciate it, my friend. So we have some big plans and on BuffoonCraft, so let's log on right now and let's find out what's going on. Where is this place? This is our Thunder Bay, actually, and there is our very own Supernova Relic. Hey there, Nova. Okay, so we've got some plans going on here, people. We have some things progressing along. We have finished the canal. It's finished enough anyway, and we'll go take a quick look at that just to catch up viewers who might not have seen that in our Discord. And we have already begun to terraform our bay. Our base will have 3 phases, and this terraforming will start off kind of small. This will be phase 1. Right behind me is phase 1.1. That's our portal. Yay, we've got a portal like everybody else does now. And so let's take this step by step. First, let's go over to the canal, and let's go take a look at that, and let's go see the finished product. Let's go do that. And let's get caught up with chat before I do that, though. And the matriarch. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Thunder, what mod view kind of new? I think you might be asking me, what do mods do? Mods have certain commands, and so I can ask you to do shoutouts. For example, both the Shut Mountain and the Matriarch are both fellow streamers of mine, and whenever fellow streamers come on, we like to give them a shoutout. And so I will do the shoutout for Shut Mountain, and then you can see if you can do the shoutout for the Matriarch. And so it goes SO like this, and you may have seen Princess Nebula do this and Draken. And let me see. Let's do. And there, you can see where I just did exclamation point SO for Shut Mountain, and then it gives him a shout out. And so Draken just did the shout out for the Matriarch. And that should pop up any moment. So Draken, Counterplay is our newest and very likely our last mod for quite some time. We have a pretty small stream, and I think 4 active mods is plenty for this stream. So, and wow, as I live and breathe, it's Colin Dagoon 10. First of all, I just want to say Counterplays has an online class, so yes, you should definitely do that because I'm a math teacher. Do your schoolwork, young man, and do well, especially in math, okay? And let me see. It's Colin Dagoon. Colin Dagoon, I haven't seen you in ages, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Shut Mountain, I did it wrong. The mod view shows special things that aren't shown in the whole chat, right? Shoutouts not necessary, the Matriarch says. Not necessary, but I like to do it anyway because you are so cool. There we go. And shout out for, of course, it's Colin Dagoon, who I would really like to attend one of your streams again, my friend. I really miss that. I really do. Counterplays, English class. Okay. But English is pretty important. Math is importanter. Okay, let's get on with some BuffoonCraft here. So here we are in the BuffoonCraft server, and we've got all kinds of things going on here. And so first, let's get viewers up to date. When last we left, I was still working on the canal, and I thought I had myself a wee little rowboat. There it is. A little dinghy here. There it is. All right, and then we'll take a look at what I've been working on here and our plans for Thunder Bay, which are finally getting underway. Unintentional rhyme there, but hey, it works. My subconscious at work here. And so if we go up the river, up here, we can see how the canal came out. And the canal came out awesome. It's so cool. So I figured my first build on the BuffoonCraft server would be more of a community build. It's more really to help Toxic and I out. Although Toxic has some a back way entrance that's a little bit quicker for him because he's a little bit further away from this than I am. But you can see if you go to the left over there, which is east, Toxic Humor's Opera House is way up on the hill there. And you can get to Thunder Bay that way, but that's the long way around. If you go right, you get to Thunder Bay, and that's a much shorter route. And so here is our canal system. Now, this southern entrance exit still needs a little bit of work. I'm going to clean this up later and make this look as cool as the northern entrance exit. And but I'll do that a little bit later on. But you see that we have these rooms carved into the walls. There's really nothing behind them yet. I'm just inviting the buffoons to go in there and build whatever they want. They're probably all busy with their other builds. But we have potentially cool things we could do with those rooms in the side there that are reserved for them. And then coming out, you can see Nanty Cat's end ship cafe up there. And then if we do a 180 here, we can see the entrance has all been finished. We made some cool cave features over here on the sides that we did some incidental lighting with the glow lichen and some lighting effects in there. And we put a little bit of dripstone in there. And cool, it's going to be nighttime pretty soon, so we'll get to see this thing at night. It looks really awesome. Let's get caught up in the chat. Shut Mountain, you're a math teacher? Nice. I use math a lot. Yes. You know, Mr. Thunderhand, I don't think I'm ever going to use this in my life later on. Right there, Shut Mountain. That's my man. You're my example. I'm bad at math, but you won't be. You wouldn't be if I was your teacher. Okay, Counterplays, you have classes. You should go to your classes, young man. All right, so you really got to catch the view from the stern of Nanty's ship at night. It looks really nice. And then we'll head on back. By the way, the BuffoonCraft server is going nuts with the building right now. Shut Mountain's build is ridiculous right now. He's going into overdrive with his stuff. In fact, if we set the render distance, you should be able to see it pop into view when next we pass by this way. We'll check it out. But you can see where I went. I carved an ellipse there. I made that elliptical, and then I dressed up the front to make it look kind of spiky and elliptical there. It looks really cool at nighttime. Draken, I only use certain bits of math anymore. Well, you use what you need to use, right? There we go. Alrighty. And so let's head on back here. We've got a lot of running around on the server to do today because we have a lot of resources that we need to gather. And you can see I left some of these copper block joints here. I let some of them oxidize in various degrees, and then I waxed them so they would stay that way. Then you see when we exit here and then we go west and then south, You can see this is the fastest way to get to Thunder Bay down through here. And you know what? I may include a road, a riverside road that follows this down here because I'd like to be able to ride my horse into town too, as well as boating in there, although boating is so much fun. You know, it's cool that we've restricted access to the end for a little while to delay the elytra and stuff so we can use the boats to get around everything. This is really a lot of fun. I really have missed this. All right, I'm going to park this right here. All right, let's climb up here. And let's talk strategies. So we're going to pretty much terraform the bay and change the way that this place looks. We're going to remove this island here because I would really like the river to open up to a nice wide mouth in there. I think that would be really cool. We're going to keep this little island right here. On this, we're going to build a little bothy because, you know, I like to build a little bothy for my starting build. A little cottage, right? A little Irish, Scottish, Highland cottage. And I like to put that right over here. And here, I'm going to make a little islet. And this will be for our portal. And this will be a little islet that'll have a standing stone circle on it. And in the middle will be our portal. And, of course, extra points if anybody can tell me what that design is right there. And then when we come over here, now the island's not going to be round and shaped like this approximated cylinder shape. It's going to be all natural looking. I'm going to show you my plan for that in just a moment. We'll clear out a little bit of this. There's a little lagoon behind there, and I would like to take down this this part of the landscape and open that up and connect that out to the sea here. I might remove that. I'm not sure. But then over here, there's a little piece that juts out of the peninsula there, and we're going to be removing that too. This little sandbar is going to turn into something very huge. And then out into this bay here is where we're going to do the main portion of building. And that's going to be gigantic. And so phase 1 will be setting up our little bothy, making our standing stone circle islet, and terraforming the bay. That's phase 1. Phase 2 will be a big part of some terraforming out there in the sea. And then phase 3 will be the structure, the huge structure that we're going to build on top of that. So we're going to do that in 3 phases. I only use certain buttons, right? My class is kind of boring, plus my battery is going to die. Ohm's law mainly, yeah, okay. And a lot of fractions and decimals. Fractions are our friends. Got to go. My battery is going to die. Okay, counterplays. Thank you for dropping by. It's funny, you know, Draken, when you're talking about Ohm's laws and resistance, I remember my one of the calculus-based physics class I had in college, which was physics 3, when we're doing circuits and whatnot. I remember for one of the final exams, I forget which quarter it was, but we had to figure out current, resistance, and voltage for a circuit that had 26 loops in it, I think. And of course, you know, that's going to be a system of equations with 3 variables and 26 equations. And that's before I knew how to do matrices, and I didn't learn matrices, and I certainly didn't know, you know, my classmates were all using matrices on their TI-89s, and I didn't know how to do that. And so I'm trying to use algebra on a system of 3 variables with 26 equations, trying to, you know, solve that using substitution and elimination and stuff. It was like, oh my God. That's what happens when you're trying to learn too much too fast. I'm trying to learn the physics, but I'm also trying to learn the math to do that physics at the same time, whereas my classmates had already had all of that math in high school and stuff, and I hadn't. And so, yeah, I'll remember that. And Greener Canuck says that, oh, wait, hold it. The symbol is your logo to start, but I know it's a musical chord of sorts. I don't know for sure. And then Greener Canuck comes in with a save. Shut Mountain, he comes in to bail you out with the bass clef. That is the bass clef. That is right. That is the F clef, as a matter of fact. So what the F clef is these are the notes that we write the bass instruments on. And actually, even though it's written on the F clef, it's actually an octave lower than that. So sometimes you'll see the F clef and the staff, and then above that you'll see 8V, which means octave. It's actually sounded an octave lower than it's written, and it's just done that to make it easier to read, and you don't have to put all the ledger lines on there. But here's the bass clef, and so these two dots and the big part of this, the back brace of this stylized F that they use, crosses this line, this staff line right here, and that staff line is an F below middle C. And so it tells you where F is, and then all the notes above that. So all of the black lines we remember by good, boys, do, fine, always. So G, B, D, F, and A. And then all the white spaces are all cows eat grass. A, C, E, and G. And so because I'm a bass player, and that's where I get my name from, Thunderhand, I figured I would do my portal. We each have themed portals. I would do my portal here. And so our portal goes into the nether. And let's head into there. And here's our corresponding one in the nether. And so you can see we're right next to Toxic Humors. Over there, that's his opera house. There's Nancy's ship right there, her ship cafe just north of us, right? And then there's the Chronicle, right? The main village right there. And then we have everybody else's. Here's Shut Mountains over there. Greener's Hypercube is over there. And everybody's got their themed. There's Kai Lady's witch hat. And our new guy, K, the new guy. At least I'm not the new guy anymore. But our newest member, K46 Sleepwalker, is right over there, otherwise known as Cordy. He's right over there. And. There we go. Yeah, of course, because just north, this is Nova's, right? And everybody has their own customized portals and everything. Well, now we've got ours. Now, ours, of course, was so huge it couldn't fit in the in the Nether hub constraints. And so, you build bigger, go home. That's what we're doing here. So at last we have our portal, finally. And so we've been using mainly Toxic's portal from here since, up to this point anyway. But now we finally have our own portal on the server, everybody. Yay! Okay. So let's talk about our plans for the bay here, okay? I don't mind giving away too much of this as far as spoilers and everything, because we're just going to do terraforming. So right here, again, will be our portal islet. And we'll do a circle of standing stones here and stuff, just like the Hebrides in Scotland, because I do miss that place a lot. And then over here, we'll make a connecting footbridge that goes between these over here. And over there, we'll put our bothy over here. Our little Highland cottage over there will be right there. And then we'll terraform the bay here a little bit. And the kind of geology that I'm going for here will be the Hebrides in Scotland. So let's pull back for screen capture here. And let's get some visuals. Okay, so when I traveled here in August of 2000, when Mrs. Thunderhand was just my smoking hot girlfriend, her and I went to Scotland together for about 14 days. And our clan's clan chief's castle is in this area, in the islands off the northwest of Scotland, just about 14 miles across the water from Ireland. And this area has a really cool geology to it. You can see, let me see, open a new tab. Let's do this. And I know that that's not too clear, but you can see the geology here. You get these basalt. You get these basalt crystalline kind of structures here. It's really cool. And 14 miles across the water on the Ireland side, you get the Giant's Causeway, which is the same kind of formation. Of course, on Staffa, you get the famous Fingal's Cave that the classical composer Mendelssohn wrote the piece about. And let me see. Put in a tab over here like this. And you get the Fingal's Cave here, and you can see how it's got these vertical basalt, hexagonal and octagonal and cubic kind of structures to them. It's really, really cool looking. It's super beautiful looking out there. And here's the Isle of Staffa. And, oh, here you can see, let's do this. And so you can see what the tops of them wind up looking like. Right, this is the Ireland side of the Giant's Causeway, and it looks really cool. And I'm thinking, wow, you know, the basalt and some of the black stone and some of the slate would be really cool to use in this kind of structure on the bay here and make it look like this. Oh, for sure, know what to go big or go home. Got it. Looks like Giant's Causeway. That explains it. Yeah, and of course, you know, they're part of, you know, the Hebrides in your orientation. The Hebrides in Scotland and the Giant's Causeway in Ireland are part of the same geological structure. They just there's a fissure between them, right? A fault line between them, and it split them apart. But they're the same kind of volcanic structure out there, and it looks really, really cool. That might be a better view of Fingal's Cave, so we can take a look at this. That's what I'm trying to do, right there. All right, you can see these kind of structures here. It's really awesome out there. And I spent about 14 days out there, me and Mrs. Thunderhand, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of cool stuff to see. And let's take a look at this map over here. And this might be a little bit out of focus, but it's kind of good because, you know, we can maintain some of the personal privacy here and stuff. But you can see here's Scotland over here, and our clan chief's castle is right on this island here called Mull. And then this little island right in the bay there, that's where Staffa is. And then the Giant's Causeway is right up here. And so all of the islands around here and all of this area have all that kind of geological structure. And not so oddly enough, but it may be a little surprising, is over in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick in Canada is the other piece of this that has been separated by the Atlantic Ocean, and the plate tectonics have shifted it way over there. So the geology for Newfoundland and New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and everything is very, very similar to this over here, because they used to be together at one time, and then, you know, plate tectonics have pushed them apart and stuff. And so I figured I would go for that kind of look. I've been actually planning this on Generations since back in Realm 4 is when I first got the idea, when they first came out with the basalt and the blackstone and stuff, and I wanted to try it, and I never got around to it. So I figured that I would try this on BuffoonCraft in our Thunder Bay. I just happen to be in New Brunswick currently. Yes, Greener. In fact, you said that you were going to go to the eastern part of Canada, and I was going to ask you if you were going to go in that area, because my mom's family is originally from Prince Edward Island, and from there they emigrated down to Massachusetts, to South Boston, right? So they came over from Scotland to Prince Edward Island, and from there down to South Boston. I'm envious. I'm envious. In fact, Cape Breton is probably where I want to go next. All right, so that's what I wanted to do there. So that's what I'm going for there. And then I went into... I made a copy of the BuffoonCraft. I just copied the seed for the BuffoonCraft map, the world, the realm that we're in right now. And I used that for a test world. And so this is the kind of thing I was going to go for over here. Let's see if you guys can see that. I think you can see that. And so this is a little bit smaller. I'm actually making this islet quite a bit bigger. And so you can see where I've approximated that kind of stuff with the basalt and the polished basalt, the unpolished, the smooth basalt. And I used some slate and some andesite to get that kind of look and stuff. And I've used some slabs. And then I used some of the moss and some of the green and stuff, and I made some little trees and some grass and everything. And so I'm going to do this here for the standing stone circle, which will be a little bit bigger than this. And you can see I have a couple that have fallen over because that happens out there. And over here to the left is where the other islet will be with the bothy on it, and that'll have the same kind of look. And then along the coastline here, around this, we'll have bits and parts of this kind of look around it too. And so that's kind of like what I'm going to do there. I can see PEI if I squint. I'm on the other side of the Northumberland Strait. Yes, of course. Yeah. Well, Greener, I'm envious. I wish I was out there with you, buddy. That's a cool, cool place. All right. So let's get into the server here. Oh, hey, there's Flying Villager. Okay, and so that's what we're going to do here. So you can see I just etched out where the circle's going to be. That's going to help me place the standing stones. And then around it is where I'm going to start building all of the geology and putting all that stuff in. So we've got quite a bit of resource gathering that we have to do first. And I'm going to start with this portal islet first here. I'm going to do that. One of the things I got to have to do here is, speaking about using some math, I was trying to think of my arrangement of portals. Now, I went, of standing stones, I went with 8 standing stones in the mock-up, but I didn't like that because I didn't want to block this axis, because I didn't want a standing stone blocking this view from the sea. And so I didn't want to go with 4 or 8. I also don't want to block this axis because I want to build a bridge across here. And so I was thinking, instead of 8, maybe I should go with 6. But then 6 also has either an axis this way, and this point will get blocked, or it'll have an axis this way, and this point will get blocked. And so I didn't want to go with 6. So what I'm thinking on doing is going with 5. And so I'll have this axis here, and then approximately every 72 degrees, I'll have a stone. That way there won't be a stone on this axis, and there won't be a stone on that axis. And so that's how I'm going to do that. And so I have to approximate about 72 degrees for each one of these. And I don't have to get it perfect, just as long as it's right about there. But, a little bit of math, I want to get it as perfect as possible. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Flying Villager. But he's always falling instead of flying. The Falling Villager. Yeah, that's our joke for him. I like to modify my Dr. Cox from Scrubs quote. There it is. That smell again. That peculiar mixture of ozone and maple syrup. There can only be Flying Villager. So that's what I'm going to do here. So you can see where I've lined up some chests over there, and we're going to have to start gathering some resources. One of the first things I want to do is recover all of the moss that I gathered. Some of it I may have over in... I've used 2 of the canal rooms, off to the side rooms in the canal, to store some goodies, and I think I left some of the moss over there, so I'm going to have to go get that. I can recover that first. That's one of the first resources I can gather. I'm almost afraid to show this down here because our work area is just so despicable down here. But it's getting there. It's getting there, people. Hey, at least we have a portal now, right? So now we can start working on our stuff. All right, so let's have a butcher here. And let me see. We can also start bringing up some of the slate. Gee, I wonder where I get all that cactus from. Shot Mountain, thank you, buddy. All right, so here's some of our moss here. Let's grab cobble deep slate. I'm going to need that. I'm going to bring up some more of the cobblestone, although I'm not going to need that much of it. Cobble deep slate, and any andesite. We're going to have to get quite a bit of andesite, actually. The rest of that stuff should be okay. I got a little bit of blackstone. I'll bring that up, although I'm not going to really use... There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, Supernova Relics is going to build an awesome smelter. By the way, I saw the pic of it, the design, his design work in his creative world on the Discord. It's really cool. You should definitely go check that out. One block I'm dying to use. I haven't figured out a way to use it yet. But is this tough block? I think that's going to look really, really cool. Let me see. What else do I want to grab here? No, I'm good for other stuff. Cobbled deep slate. Let's bring some of that up. I'm going to bring up some of the obsidian and get some of this stuff down. Blackstone stairs, unlikely. Oh, we're definitely going to need some of the mossy cobblestone. All right, let's make a trip topside. Let me see. I saw that. It's massive. Yeah, that smelter he's going to build is typical supernova relic. How many of you have seen that movie Elf, right? With Will Ferrell and directed by the guy who directed Iron Man, Jon Favreau, right? Whenever I see one of Supernova Relic's builds, I think of myself as the department store manager after Buddy the Elf had decorated the entire department store in one night. And he had the entire Lego representation recreation of New York City. He did the Mona Lisa on the Etch-a-Sketch and everything. And the manager is just blown away. He's just awestruck and everything. That's how I feel whenever I go back past what a Supernova Relics builds. It's like they just happen overnight, and just like you're passing by his place one day, and then the next day you're passing by, and it's like, holy smokes, what happened? I always think of that scene. All right, so let's start loading things up here. I'm going to put all me mossy bits all in there, and let me see. That's going to be stone. That cobble. Let's unload our cobble over here. Just good old resource gathering. Let's start putting all of our slate right in there. We'll have regular slate as well as a cobble deep slate. Get that stuff going on. I think there's my obsidian, and we get some gravel over there. Get the blackstone stuff right there. There we go. Do I have? Yeah, I have quartz in 2 of these. All right, there we. Fuck. There we go. All right, let's go recover some materials from. Do I have anything in here? No, I don't. All right, let's go recover some materials from the canal building. We have some stuff left over there. I know I was just there, but, you know, being a little absent-minded. I think that's how all of us feel, okay? It's not just me then. All right. Although I have to say, Shut Mountain, dropping by your place the other day, dude, that was like, my goodness. And when we go into town today, we'll take that route in because you're on the way. So I haven't been out to Greener's place in quite a spell, and I'll bet you that has gone under some massive changes as well. So Greener's a little bit off the beaten path, even though he beat a path into the village, but he's off to the northeast of us. But you know, if we have time, we can take a swing up there too, because I haven't been up there in a while. All right, now I know I left quite a bit of goodies right in here. Yeah, see, we got a lot of this stuff left over. And any of the mossy bits, we'll grab that with some glow lichen. I'm really liking the glow lichen, everybody. And I know that's a stupid pun, but what can I say? I like the stuff. I like it. Yeah, see, look at all this. I love this server. And we might have to make a couple of trips here. Set ourselves up golden with this stuff. Yeah, see, we got a lot of stone here. Yeah, we're going to use vines for seaweed. Yeah, I'm going to make a few trips here. All right, we'll take the long way back. That's Devochka, my little droogie. Devochka, how are you? How are you this evening? Good to see you. I'm liking the lichen. I'm liking the lichen too. All right, now, Toxic Humors and Shut Mountain. Look at this. Look at this coming into view here. Look at this, the render distance. Look at that. That is awesome. Look, the mountains that he's building, the peaks that he's putting around it is starting to come into view. Now, Shut Mountain and Toxic Humors both have a river inlet here. Although, lads, it is a little narrow in here, I have to say. It is a little narrow, but they have their access right through here. So you see, Toxic already has an outlet to the sea on this side. But Shut Mountain's place is here. You know, I'm not going to do the full tour because, you know, I don't want to do spoilers. But, you know, I'll just take a little peek in here. Shut, if you don't mind, right? I think you said it's okay. Because I always ask you guys before I go trouncing through your bases on stream. Oh, now, my very first day on the BuffoonCraft server, I stopped out here. And things have changed significantly. Now, we were talking about this. Was it this morning, Shut Mountain? I think it was. Or it might have been yesterday that we were talking about Shut Mountain actually envisions filling the inside of all of these hollow mountains here with these sea lanterns, which is totally insane, dude. Totally insane. So we'll see if we can. He wants to see if he can get the glow effect onto the main tower itself. And this, of course, is the White Tower from the Never Ending Story movie. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I have to go review that. I haven't seen it in many, many, many years. But I'm not going to do too detailed a tour of this and everything because, you know, I don't want to give too much away. That's for Shut Mountain stream. You should go check that out. And Shut Mountain says, I have no spoilers. And Dastovochka says, I am doing good. How are you? I am doing awesome. Thank you so much. Did I leave me a little boat in the water? I think I did. Where did it go? There it is. Good. So we'll go over to Toxic's place, which is over this away with the superfluous medial vowel. He should be down over here. Now, let me see. Can I get there from here? I don't think so. I think we go this way. I can see a bit of a structure poking up over the top there. Ooh, you can just see his build peeking out over the hill there. And there's part of his shrine to music. Toxic is so awesome. Now, he's got a little dock here that we can climb up on foot, and then we could just cross the land and head our river there. But I thought he had a waterway that went through here. I see he's got a boat parked over here. But I thought he had a waterway connected through here as well. And it went all the way down through the back of his bay. Back of his build, I should say. Is it back through here? Yeah, I think it is. All of the torches. See, he lit it all up with torches. That's so cool. And I think it goes out through the back here. Yeah, here it is. And then this actually leads out to the western part of Thunder Bay. Otherwise known as Loch Tornyak. Or if you're more from the south, Loch Torna. There we go. And you can just see the back part of his super majestic opera house. And some of you may have been with me on Greener's stream when he built the really awesome keyboard in there. Good Lord, Toxic. Look at this thing, man. Now you understand why I went overboard with the canal, right? Because it's near this thing, and, you know, you really got to give it the scale and the grandeur because Yeah. All right, so this is what I refer to as the back way because it's behind the hill from my place. But for Toxic, this is actually quicker for him to reach the central village of Chronicle this way. Using the canal that we built is a little bit longer for him. Then we have this great southern ocean, the bay of which Thunder Bay opens out into. And then we're back. You can see this is our river now, right? So just learning where everything is around here. This map actually has some really cool geology and geography to it and stuff. It's a really awesome map, especially this location. Well chosen, lads. Well chosen. And here we are back home. All right, so we won't take that trip, of course, to get all of our materials, but we have quite a bit of materials we need to bring back. And let's go get some nourishment so we can row a little bit quicker. And let me see, we're at 6:41, so I have to keep an eye on the time here. Unfortunately, I cannot do a raid this evening. Well, I might be able to. Let's see. I have to go pick up Biggie Cheese at his basketball practice, but we'll see. We'll see if we have a time for a raid. I really regret when I'm not able to do raids because that's a big part of what this streaming thing's all about. There we go. Got it. Okay, so let's unload our goodies here. I think we're over here with the mossy stuff, right? Yeah, there it is. Plenty of that. And I think I had the stone. Where was that? Right about here? Then we had cobble. And I'm going to put cobble and mossy cobble together. Oh, it's a sin. And then, let me see. Where's all that deep slate stuff? I think that's in one of these double chests, right? There it is. Now we have deep slate and cobble deep slate. We'll get more of that downstairs, if you know what I mean. Oh, and I brought the black concrete with me. I shouldn't have. Okay, and you know what? The glow lichen I'm gonna put in with the mossy stuff. It'll be fine. It's gonna be okay, everybody. It's gonna be okay. All right, go make a second trip. And you'll see after that long and winding route that we took, this way is much quicker, actually. It's quicker. So just remember, you know, this part of this whole island will be taken out right here. So the mouth of the river will be much wider. And all along this bank of the river, there's probably going to wind up being a road eventually. I don't know when I'll get around to it. And we'll do a little terraforming of this river here, but not much. I actually want to try not to develop this area because it just looks so nice the way it is. But this southern entrance exit, we have to do something about here eventually. I just really want to get on with my build, you know? So, my base build, so. Although, I have to say, this was a lot of fun to build this, and I'm really satisfied with the way that came out. Here we go. Let's grab anything out of here. I think we're good there. Oh, we got a little bit of gravel. I don't know. We can get plenty of gravel down there. There's a couple deep slate that we can use. I think I'm good there. Dripstone. I'll bring some dripstone back. Although I have a lot of dripstone there. Oh, we have some andesite slabs. Stone slabs we can use. Right, stone slab, andesite slab, cobble slab, we can use a little bit of that. The stairs, not so much. Not so much. Stone with the andesite. Blackstone, definitely. Sand, we're going to have tons of sand. Vines, I wanted to bring those back. Yup. Seagrass, we have plenty of that there. Dripstone, dripstone. And some, I don't know how many of the pointed dripstone we're going to use. We'll see. And, of course, some andesite. I think we're good. All right, I'm going to block this one back up for now. I think I'm pretty much done there. And then I'm going to unblock the maintenance room down here at the end. Down here in the south. And like I said, I'm leaving these side rooms here for the buffoons. They can do whatever they want there. Should they have the motivation to do so. I think that's all we're going to be able to grab in this run. But let's see what we have here. Not a heck of a lot, really. I pretty much used up everything I need to use. Grab some of that. No, I think we're full with the glow lichen. I think we're good there. Got a little bit of mossy stuff there. A little bit more of the andesite. Yeah, we can grab some of this stuff. So I think about maybe one more trip will do it. Yeah, I really like the way that the landscape looks around here. It's really cool. It's been a while since I've built in a taiga. The last time I've built in a taiga was in Realm 4 of Generations, where Crazy Old Cat Lady and I pretty much developed a village, the village of Sweetberry out there in Realm 4, which we'll be showing off at some point. Probably our next stream anniversary, we'll show that off. Where's that mossy stuff? I thought it was over here, right? There it is. And I'll put vines in there as well. It's going to be okay, people. It's going to be okay. And let me see. Let's do this with the cobble and the slabs right in there. And I thought we had a little bit of cobble deep slate. Yep. Yep. Yippers. Dirt. Food. We have the stone here. And then I thought I had a double chest for andesite. Maybe not yet. Okay, well, we can take care of that right now. Right this very instance. Did I grab the wood instead of the chest? I think I did, right? Fuck! There we go. Alright, so all things andesite will go in here. Great. Now, some of you organizational freaks are probably going to have yourselves a conniption when I mix dripstone with blackstone. But my idea organizationally is I'm not going to use a lot of dripstone and I'm not going to use a lot of blackstone, so they can share a chest. Excuse me, dry throat. Let me get a drink here. There we go. Sells a little bit of dirt. Okay, let's make a trip back. Let's grab a few more things, and then I think we can start placing some blocks here. Now, the cylindrical structure that I built there with all the dirt, that's got a radius of about 25 blocks. Diameter, excuse me, diameter, 25 blocks. Radius of 12 and a half. But the original one only had a radius of about maybe 17, I think. I went a lot bigger so I could fit more features on there. I can make my portal a little bit bigger. And I wanted to go bigger than 17, but 19 didn't look circular enough. Nor did 21 or 23. So I went a little bit bigger and I went 25. You know what? I'm not sorry at all. Okay, let me see. Planks. I think all this stuff I can leave here. I don't want to completely clean this place out because I might have to do some maintenance, and we do have to finish the south end of this eventually. You know what? A little bone meal doesn't hurt. I forgot to take that from the other location. What else can I grab here? Andesite slabs. I think I'm good. Let's grab this glow lichen. Good stuff, that glow lichen. Good stuff. Stone slab, andesite, stone. What else can I use here? Deep slate tiles? Not really. Not in this part, anyway. Andesite steps? Nah, not really. I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it from now. The rest of the stuff we're just going to have to get there on site. Right, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Fuck. And go seal this back up for now. Here we go. Can hear some zomboids grumbling in the background there. So nice making this little trip out here. So relaxing. Right on out into Thunder Bay. It's going to be our home away from home for quite some time here. A little curious as to how long Season 2 is going to go here. I hope I can actually get all this stuff done. All right. With whom am I competing to sleep? I think it's Nova and Flying Villager. I think they're still on. I think FV's still on. Maybe it'll show in the Discord. Nope, not showing in Discord, but who else is on other than me? I think Turbo's pretty much done. He was on earlier today. Alrighty. Anyways, let's get to building. We'll put some glow lichen right about there. And all things stone shall go here. Yeah, we made this the andesite chest. Cobble chest. That has yet to have a home. Or occupants, I should say, the other way around, right? I think I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm going to put the bone meal right in there because that's where we're gonna use it. I know, it's blasphemy. Relax. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, people. All right, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of mining. We got a mining session coming up, so we need some deep slate. We're gonna need some cobbled deep slate, but I think I have enough of the cobbled variety. And we're gonna need a lot of andesite. Lot of andesite. And we also need to hollow out our workspace a little bit more and get some more room down there for machines, things like maybe a basalt generator. Although I think Jay has a basalt generator here on the server. We'll go see. But I honestly think we're going to need one on site. Just because we're going to use so much of it here. Lord in heaven, the Tron Slime is in the house, everybody. Woo! Back from Pennsylvania, I believe, right? Welcome in, my friend. It is so good to see you. That is genuine excitement there, my friend. Genuine excitement. Andesite, we're going to need a little bit of this. I think we're okay with that stuff. How have you been? How was your trip? Please tell me you had an awesome time. Let me see. We don't really need obsidian up there. Again, you know, I'm just having a look here. Yeah, see, I still needed to bring up quite a bit of I still needed to bring a lot of items up. That's right. And let me see. The Tron Slime... Dude, thank you for the sub. And there's Draken with the well-deserved shout-out. Okay. Yeah, Tron saying the internet's bad. He'll be right back. Okay. All right, buddy. Thank you so much for the sub. Dude, you are so cool. That's more of that tough. What else do we have? Oh, mossy cobblestone. We definitely need that. And there's some more of the glow lichen. Okay. I think we're okay, though. All right. I'm going to bring up this last load, and then we're going to do a little bit of mining here. Right, we're good. Let's go empty our pockets, and then we'll start clearing out some of the stuff. We have to start loading in a lot of machines and farms and stuff down here. Yeah, you can see my little makeshift tree farm down here. That's got to get out of there. We're going to have a proper tree farm. Lots of goodies. Standing mode in 4 minutes. Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Drac. That's my co-pilot right there, everybody. By the way, if you weren't able to attend our Kachi time this past Sunday, you should go check out the VOD. That was an epic Kachi time. That is the level of chaotic madness in which I've always envisioned for Kachi time and achieved 100%. I could not be more satisfied. That Kachi time was hilarious. It was so much fun. We had adults like Draken actually joining in us for the Roblox Among Us, which was a lot of fun. We got great participation from viewers, from our own mods, from everybody. It was just a great Kachi time. A lot of fun. Got a lot of views from that. Got a couple more follows from that. That was just a great time. It's my aspiration that every Kachi time is like that. One of the main factors in that was the attendance of Kachi's cousins, Melody and Daniel from Taiwan. Not their real names, but their screen names. Especially Daniel. Daniel is my little nephew, Daniel. He is nuts. That little boy is nuts. All right, glow lichen. I put that over here. That's right. Okay, we're good. And let me see. I am also, let me see. Yeah, I've got 3 shears right there. And I think we're doing well here. Let's do a little something like that. Let me see. I've got plenty of torches, and we should be good. So whenever we do mining, torches go in the right hand. We got our bucket of water right there, all set to go. Both pickaxes are in. Ready to rock, and we've got a little bit of mining to do, everybody. It needed more players to keep it interesting. Yeah, it did. It did. I think at one point we only had 3 players, and you can't really play the game with just 3 players. Yeah, Daniel had to drop out for a little bit. Really appreciate that, Drac. It was actually a lot of fun having you and some of the other players in there. Lugia was in there. That was fun too. All right, folks, let's get whacking. I wish Draken were on the server right now because we could name the server Whacking with Draken, but I don't know. Family stream, maybe not. All right, so let's just clear out this whole area. And again, I like to keep cords on like that. So like this. Ooh, we get this little these cavey bits open in here. Okay, cool. We get some redstone right in there. We get the iron. Great. And let's just use this stuff for. All right. And so this is some of the stuff that we're looking for right here. Some of this good old andesite. Granite, though? No, we don't want you, granite. So right about here. I think we'll go another chunk here, and we'll just block out all this stuff. So we're killing two birds with one stone here. Clearing out some room for the workshop down here. And getting this place looking like a proper workshop on the one hand. And getting some of the resources that we need on the other. Of course, we're going to have to go get set ourselves up with a beacon here soon. Although I believe we might have a community beacon that gets peddled around between the builders here right now. Now, even though we don't have access to the end, we could always do the use the nether roof technique. Is a cheap way to go knock out the weather. We could do that. What is that? Some of that tuff up there? Yeah, I think it is. I'm still learning the controls for Roblox. I'm still learning the map for Among Us so I can get around to the places, you know? It's like, that's what I was struggling with. But Roblox has a peculiar way of moving in and out of the menu, which is weird. It gets me every time. Again, you know, I could just go spelunking and try to find myself a big deposit of andesite. But you know what? I just need to clear out all this stuff. And there's plenty of andesite in here. In fact, I should just go around and knock out this 2-pocket level first, and then just go back and get all the other stuff. And I'm 3 minutes into standing mode. So let's do that. There we go. So much better. Let's go make ourselves some minor adjustments here. Thankfully, we're only mining. We're not doing hardcore stuff anymore, which is a little bit sad, but... So I believe when we mine the slate, it gives us deep slate. But if we use the Silk Touch, we get regular slate. And so I do want to mix these up a little bit. I don't want everything to be cobbled slate. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, so we can get some of the regular deep slate this way. Now, we do have a geode not too far away from here. And we can set ourselves up with at least some smooth basalt, which we're going to be using, by stripping out that geode. And of course, getting ourselves set up with some calcite as well, although we're not going to really... I don't have any plans for calcite right now, but I shall later. So if we have enough time, we'll run down there to the geode. It's not too far into the caves here. It's pretty close by. So you can imagine we already have some chest monsters growing around certain areas. But, you know, the idea is to get the build moving along as quickly as possible. And we'll do organize as we go. Which will drive some of you crazy, doubtless. But you know what? It's got to happen, people. It's got to happen. All right. I am a little concerned about mobs popping out at us from this cave. We should go in here. We should light some things up. There we go. That's a little betterer. So our school season's about to start. So our kids will be back in school in the first week of September. Biggie will be in there in the last week of August, I believe. No, first week of September for him too. And so we may have a schedule change here in on our streams. That might happen. So we're going to have to wait until school starts. It really depends on Biggie and what his basketball schedule is going to be and stuff like that. But we may be switching generations to Thursday night from Saturdays and leaving Saturday open. Saturday is just so insanely crazy this year. Both boys have Chinese school. Biggie Cheese has orchestra. And likely he's going to have basketball practices and even basketball games on those days. And it's just going to be nuts. The good thing is, though, Biggie has his learner's permit now, and we've been doing a lot of driving, he and I. I've been having him drive up to his basketball practice and back and stuff like that, and so he's getting more independent, and that's going to help out a lot. Mrs. Thunderhand is not so thrilled about that, but Thunderhand, very proud. Boy is becoming man. And Oscar Diggs in the house with a lurk. Oscar, thank you so much. 'Tis the season for changing schedules. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Oscar, right? I've seen a number of stream schedule changes, changing or change announcements, I guess that's the way you would say them, from Oscar in the last week or two. Adjustments, adjusting adjustments, adjusting adjustments, and... God, this is so slow without the beacon. We have the efficiency 5 and everything, and it's just, wow. Of course, I don't think you can insta-mine the slate anyway, so... It's just so tragically slow, everybody. It's so slow. But, you know, we need these resources, so... And as far as I know, there's no other way to get slate. Can't trade for it, I don't believe. Can't farm it in any kind of way. Maybe TNT might be faster, but I actually don't think so. All right, let's check our pockets here. See what we can get rid of. Let us do a little something like that, and for now we can do a little something like that, and we can put some of the ores in these. Yeah, I don't really need the cobble or the diorite or the redstone right now. I don't need any of that. We can bring all of these up with us. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's do a little bit more mining first, though. And I'm going to take a quick run through some of these corridors and see if I can locate some quick and dirty andesite. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Granite. Dirt. That's just quick and dirty dirt. $70. Was it $750? So that would go out to 800, I think. Yeah, so we've got quite a ways to go here. Oops. There we go. Well, that's probably why I stopped there. Okay, let's go check one of the other corridors. Now we got a little bit of andesite here. We might be able to grab this. Maybe. Yeah, the andesite's going to be critical for breaking up that stone pattern. And it makes the standing stones look pretty cool, too. Oh, we got a pretty big deposit of it here. This is going to be great. Good. I'm trying to mellow out with the camera panning here a little bit too much. I've been watching some of my VODs to do editing on them, and it's like, my God, the motion sickness. Thunder, will you calm down with the panning? You know, on a smaller device, it's probably not so bad, but, you know, if you're looking at this on an iPad or a PC monitor, it's got to be pretty brutal. Okay, we've got a pretty big patch right up in here. It's light. Yeah, see, I need a good use for that. The tuff, I should say. And I will. I'll come up with a cool use for it. It kind of looks like stones with like dried seaweed on them. So I might use a little bit of that stuff. You know what? Let's just grab a stack of it, and we'll bring some up with us. Because I don't think you can make slabs or stairs or anything like that out of it. But I think down by the water's edge on those lower levels, mixing some of this in here would be pretty cool. And we've got a pretty big deposit of it right here too, so... Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, let's go get this stuff. Okay, yeah, I'll grab the iron. I'll grab the iron, everybody. I know you're freaking out. All right, let's get this lower level stuff right here. I'll get the redstone too. All right, we'll get it. All right. Keep the mobs at a minimum over here. All right, that's good. And how are we doing here? This is looking pretty good, I think. Let me take. Okay, I have if we still did our seasonal haunt jobs, our schedule would definitely be changing and hectic from the last week of September till the first week of November. Seasonal, right. And then the Tron Slime. Okay, I have returned. And there's the Tron Slime with his Tron Slime mask emote, which is so cool, dude. It's not bad on a 32-inch screen. Okay, all right, Dragon. Thunder, what is up? It's been 40 years. Dude, who are you? Like Rumpelstiltskin or something? How have you been, Tron? Dude, we have missed you so much in the stream. I've missed you streaming, actually, attending your streams. Oh, we get a little bit up there we can go get. All right, let's empty our pockets. Let's empty our pockets. I think we can make a run topside here. Let's see what's happening up there. Oh, good. Nova just did the sleeping for us. Great. Let's head on up to Thunder Bay. Look, we have quite a few levels of andesite we can mine out right there. We can go grab some of that stuff, too. So, the Tron Slime, we are on the BuffoonCraft server, dude. That's what we're doing. And we're working on terraforming Thunder Bay, in which we're going to build our massive, incredibly massive base here. And once we get this side of this island in, this bridge is going to have to go in straight away. It's a little annoying not to have it. So let's get the andesite stuff in here in short order. And let me see. We get a little bit of the stone stuff. Oh, we get a little more of the andesite. How did that get there? Or how did it not get into the last one? Let's do that. We've got some of the cobble. Now we're good there. Where did that deep slate stuff go? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, this is good. All right. We almost have enough to start our building. Yeah, we almost have enough to get started here. Okay. Yeah, I think a little bit more mining and then we'll be ready to go. I've been gone, lost in the wind. I went on vacation and then got sick with mono. Oh, dude. Yeah, at least it wasn't COVID, right, Drac? I would have been fine. I'm too cool to get COVID. See, that's what I miss. That's what I miss, my friend. So good to have you back. You ought to wear a mask that has that written on the front. Dude, I'm just too cool to get COVID. Okay, actually, one of the things I want to do is right about here. I want to help myself out to some of this andesite here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just, oh, so much of it. We can get a lot of our resource prep just right here, probably right on this level. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I see the coal, everybody. Don't worry. I'll get it. I'll get it. Good, 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 good. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. Right here. And I really don't want to, you know what? I don't want to take up my inventory space with the coal. I'm going to leave it there. We can get it later on. It's not going anywhere, you know? Not going anywhere. Okay, and let me see. Minus 124 divisible by 4. Yes, okay, so that's definitely a layer. We can get more right here. Wow, this is a huge deposit of this stuff. Good, 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 good. This is going to help out a lot. And let me see. Type O negative. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking on what I need to do in streams besides hardcore, and I'm really thinking on working on the SMO's server more. All right. Get it going to be an actual thing with a plan. Hey, now that I'm out of hardcore, man, Thursdays are open, so... Generations is about ready to open up for guest spots. We're getting really close now. The hotel is underway. Making good progress. Got a lot of things, a lot of plans in development. Now we're starting to see them. Starting to see them come to fruition. We'll get the copper later on. It's not going anywhere. It'll be fine right where it is. All right, I'm going to see if I can grab a little bit more. I think that's about it for the andesite on those levels. What's close by and easy to snatch. Maybe a little bit more down here on this level. Let's check the walls of this corridor. Well, you know, we've got a cave system in here. This is where all the caving starts. Got a little bit up there. We can mine a little bit ahead here. Yeah, see, we got a little bit more. Okay, that's good. We get quite a drop here, though. We got to be careful. Okay, we can take out this deposit right here. And then, let me see. How are we doing for time? At 7:22, we got a lot of time. I think I'll just go to that geode and start stripping out that geode. And we'll try to preserve the amethyst buds as much as we possibly can. And we can make an amethyst farm out of that. Again, you know, we already have a number of these farms on the server, but you know what? We need some localized ones. Because we are, you know, we're not that far away, but we are. In a way, it's a little inconvenient sometimes with the amount of work that we have to do here to keep running into town to resupply. Even though our fellow buffoons are so awesome in their generosity, you know. It is a pain in the butt to get down, to get into town that often. And the amount of it that we need is just not convenient. So some of the things we're going to need right on site, like the basalt generator, we're going to need one of those right here. We have a skeleton farm not too far from here, but yeah, see, there's the geode right over there. But we also have one right here, right on site, right down that way on the lower levels. So really cool. Got a little bit of the andesite right here, but I think I came in here and I pretty much cleaned out most of the andesite this morning. So I think we're good. I know we have some areas there, but I'm leaving it there for structural integrity purposes. But yeah, we're going to have to come back and clean this out now. This is a pretty big geo, too. We're going to get quite a bit off of there. And big deposits of dripstone in the dripstone cave here. I've already cleared a lot of it out, but there's still so much more to go. We can go grab this. All right, yeah, some of you may be wondering why I'm leaving stuff in the floor and the ceilings, because I know what's above and below this, and I don't want to open that stuff up right now, because I'll be mobbed by mobs. So we could just get this stuff right here on this layer. That's fine. That's fine. I know we have some more stuff over there. We might be able to clean that stuff out. Let me see. Yeah, we can get this deposit like right up here. I don't want to get what's under there. I got to be careful. I don't want to open that place up. There we go. That's so much better. Let's get caught up in chat here. Hasn't the hotel been underway for like 3 months? Yes, it has. It's been underway for longer than 3 months. It's a big project. Well, yeah, it is kind of, yeah. Going to be a bit difficult now that I have school started to really fit in times for streams, so I'm actually going to be planning on making a schedule for streams, yeah. Wait, big question. These buffoons, are they hiring? Not yet, not as far as I know. If I get asked, though, I do have names in which I'm going to recommend, but I haven't been asked. That's entirely up to the Buffoon Primes. It's entirely up to them. I know right now we have about 15 active buffoons right now, I think. We've got a lot. So we just finished a big recruitment drive, of which I was part of that drive. So we might be all set for Season 2. I'm not sure. K46 Sleepwalker is our newest member. I see we got some of that tuft over there. That's some cool stuff, but I think we're okay with that. And then I think we're all right with the... Yeah, you know what? We've got plenty. Hey, what are you doing down here? I thought I torched this place. Yeah, they shouldn't be spawning in there. Uh-oh, now he called his two brothers for support. Arnold and Guter. Oh, we made short work of them, right? All right, and we should light this up a little bit here. There we go. That's a little better. Go grab this, too. It's all about the andesite for today's stream, everybody. Mining for andesite with your host, Thunderhand64. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to mine for a little bit of andesite. So sit back, relax. Oh, that's actually Corella's sound. Sit back and relax. And like this, and enjoy. I don't do a good Corella's voice, but he's hilarious. Okay, let's empty our pockets here. I'll bring the dirt up with me. I'll leave the zombie flesh down here. Thank you very much. And then we'll bring this on up and we'll empty our pockets here. How are we doing topside? Hey, it's daylight. Probably thanks to Nova. I am a Prime. New member, me, Tron. I've decided. Okay. All right. So Supernova Relic and Chris the IT guy, they do the recruiting. This is really their server. And then they'll usually ask the other buffoons, you know, for suggestions. But I think we're pretty much all set for Season 2. I'd be really surprised if we added anybody new at this point, because there's a lot of us. But you never know. You know, I'm not part of that decision-making process, so... All right, so this is looking good. We've got tons of andesite now. I think we have more than enough to make that island. I'm going to need some basalt. I know where I can go get that. And how am I doing for time here? I'm right at 7:30, so we're actually doing really good. One of the things I'm going to do, too, is trace out the outline of the island here, too. And try to get a bit of a more natural shoreline shape around there. Probably not going to do too much on this side, but definitely on the other sides for certain. All right, so, but I'm going to go tear apart that geode first. Let's go do that. Now, here's a question for you, chat. Colin Dagoon, I have to go and study for my Cal and Vectors test. Yeah, but I will pop in soon. Great to be back. Calculus and Vectors. I have a good story about that. I may tell you sometime. But good luck to you. And hey, you know, if you really do need to study, you don't have to come back to the stream, although I do appreciate it. Just study and get a good grade, okay? Colin, please. All right, man. Hey, Tron and Colin. Yeah, Oscar just came in out of lurk because he recognizes you guys. Hasn't seen you in ages, just like me, just like myself. All right, let's go rip apart that geode. Colin, good luck. Please get a good grade. Get a good grade, my friend. I really miss me some Tron, the Tron Slime and Colin Dagoon streams. I really do. Let me see. That geode. That geode is up on layer 17, I thought it was. Question for you, chat. Do piglins sell the basalt? Can I buy basalt from them? I don't think so. I can buy obsidian, crying obsidian, and blackstone from them, but I don't think they sell the basalt. I don't. Because if they did, what a wonderful world it would be. Geode. Geode is over there. Let's go get it. All right, so I'm thinking with this, you know, top down would be a prudent stratagem. Let's try it out here. And let me see. Bucket of water is on me there, so I don't have to worry about lava. Oops. That's okay. I'm taking the calcite too, even though I don't suspect that I'll be using it soon. All right, let's go plug this gap up. Oh, there's a creepy up there, everybody. Look at him. Okay. Let's do some of this, okay? Shall we? Yeah. Yes. Yes, no, yes. Look at the source of this. We got lots of glow lichen up here, too. And me with no shears. But at least I know where to get it. Wow, look at this water source is way the heck up here, man. But I mean, it's running right into that geode, so we do have to block it off. Ooh, I hear Spideys. I can't get distracted by doing all this spelugging, by the way, but... Is that a creepy up there? Yeah, I think it is. Alright, we got lots of glow lichen down here, though. That's cool. Or I should say, up here. Ooh, we got a skelly up here, too. Oh, he's a cheeky one, too. Look at that. Take that, you bony so-and-so. Alright, actually, I'm not going to put that there because we're going to be digging there. Alright, let's do this. Alright, is this as high up as we are? No, it goes higher. This is a big geode. Wow. Gonna get a lot of stuff out of this one. Whoa, even more. Whoa, even more, everybody. This is a huge geode. All right, and here comes the basalt, everybody. Here it comes. The basalt assault. Just doing a little outlining here. There's the calcite. So just going around the old perimeter. Wow, this thing is big. Got a little bit of copper there. Thank you very much. I do believe that Oscar Diggs might have streamed a little bit earlier today, if I'm not certain. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got to get caught up in the chat because we've got all kinds of things that are happening here now. I've been working away here, and let me see. It's our first test back, and it's meant to be review. I can't remember anything, so I need to study. Okay. At least it's review, though. You've seen it before. Okay, Princess Nebula, Nebs, hello. Jeppo-tastic, you cannot Jeppo in the house. No basalt from Piglins. And that's what Princess Nebula is saying. Or Jeppo. No, you cannot. Okay. Nebs, Jeppo, Oscar. Oh, Jeppo, I'm so sneaky. Tron Slime, I am alive. All right, guys, I got to go. It was great coming back. I'll be here for next stream. I want to be on your next stream, dude. I want to see your next stream. But you're always welcome in. Always good to see you, Tron Slime. He streamed yesterday. That's when it was. Oscar Diggs did not stream today. So states Oscar Diggs. Well, Oscar, I'll take your word for it. I guess I should probably take your word for that, right? I think Oscar's a reliable source in that regard. Wow, this thing is gigantic. This is a big geode. I might get all the basalt that we need to make for the entire island just based on this. Now, Peanabs, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think our friend Cozy Koala goes kind of nuts when people destroy geodes, right? I think he has a thing for the geode. Now, I'm not going to destroy the geode. I'm just going to strip the outside of it. Because I need all this smooth basalt. And then for those of you who are just joining us on our BuffoonCraft stream, I will end the stream. Stream will be ending in 22 minutes. So we still got a little bit of time. But I'll wrap up the stream with the by showing you the plans for our Thunder Bay build here. So we are in phase 1 of our base finally. We've finished up the canal. We're in phase 1 of the base. Phase 1 of the base is building our portal, which the portal itself is done. But there's a little islet that the portal's going to sit on, and I'm working on that right now. And then there's a neighboring islet that our little... Oh, I hope that was not a bud. Let's see. Block of amethyst, and this is budding amethyst. Good. Whew. Gotta be careful, Thunder. Gentle around the purple stuff. You know, we do have the overpowered pickaxe, so we got to be careful. But the neighboring islet is going to have our little bothy on it because, you know, I always like to start the build with a little Scottish bothy on there for my base. And so we'll definitely have that. It's like a tradition. And Mama Gnome 05 is raiding with a party of 3. Thank you so much for the raid. Woo! Here comes the gnomes, everybody. Thank you so much, Mama Gnome. How was your stream? Please tell me about your stream. What were you working on? Welcome in, raiders. And mods, if you wouldn't mind, you can please give Mama Gnome a shout out. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. And there's with the gnome love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Mama Gnome. How are you? I hope your stream went well. We're doing a little BuffoonCraft today. We're working on phase 1 of our base. We're terraforming Thunder Bay right now. And we're gathering resources for that. The idea is we're going to remake the environment to make it look like the Outer Hebrides, the Hebride Islands in Scotland and northeast Ireland. We're going to make it look like that. And so it's going to have the Giant's Causeway, Fingal's Cave, Staffa kind of basalt geology formations there, geological formations. And we're going to attempt to replicate that with our Minecraft materials. And that's how I'm going to set up my base. And so right now, we're stripping out this geode for two reasons. I need this basalt is the main reason. But the secondary reason is we can make an amethyst farm out of this eventually. It's right underneath our base. So it's very conveniently located for us. So we're going to take full advantage of that. I promise. So let's get caught up in chat here. It was great. We went mining and found multiple spawners, including two right next to each other. Double spawner. Woo! And thank you for the shout out, Dragon. So, Mama Gnome, what kind of spawner? Please say it was a double skelly spawner. Please. Please. I mean, even if it wasn't, double spawner is cool. Double skelly spawner, though, is major pog. You know what I mean? Trying to think the last time that I came across a double skelly spawner. That was actually in Realm 4 of Generations. I believe it was Realm 4. I had a double skelly spawner in that one. You know, I keep stepping on the amethyst blocks, and I'm thinking I'm mining them by mistake. And usually I like to turn up the game volume at this point because when I walk across those, I like to listen to the melody that it makes, and then I try to think if I try to think of a song of which has that melody. No, one cave spider and one zombie. Okay. We have a clip of it. Awesome. All of the spawners have basically been cave spiders. Okay, so you must be in an abandoned mine shaft then, right? Let's get our little booties right up in here. Because this geode is gigantic. Is it the largest geode I've ever mined? It may be, although I did come across a very big one in Go Your Gnome Way, you know, before I died. We did have a very big one in there. The matriarch was in the stream when I came across that, and I was mining that out. That was a big one. I think this one's bigger than that, though. Gentle, overpowered pickaxe, gentle. This is like doing, you know, brain surgery with a jackhammer. Gentle. There we go. And again, you know, we need all of this basalt for our terraforming. So. And let me see. All the Spartans. And Nanty Cat. Hey, Nanty. How are you doing? Welcome, our fellow buffoon, Nanty Cat. So please, if you could do the shout-outs. What are you working on? I am terraforming Thunder Bay right now that the canal is finished. And, oh my goodness. Okay, everybody stand back and hang on to something. Because my neighbor, IRL... the neighbor, 40 miles apart. My good friend, J-Mo the Schmo, has stopped by the stream, everybody. J-Mo! Woo! Look at this. We've got Nanty, our Nanty Cat in here, our fellow buffoon. We got J-Mo the Schmo. We've got Jeppo in here. We got Oscar. We got Mama Gnome. And Tron Slime stopped by. Colin Dagoon. Oh my God, you guys. Epic stream. Epic stream. Thank you so much. J-Mo, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for dropping by. I like to think of J-Mo as the master of cobblestone because, you know what? I use cobblestone and it looks like crap. J-Mo uses cobblestone and that guy knows how to make cobblestone look good. Definitely. All the cool cats hanging out with Thunder. What's up? Nanty. Nanty Cat, everybody's working on a huge base of her own. And doing the... Nanty Cat just recently pulled the pearlescent moon where she said, you know what? You know, I've laid out this huge black concrete disc and I've decided I want to move it up about maybe 50 blocks into the sky. So dismantled is in process of dismantling the whole base and moving the whole thing up now. And it's like, you go, girl. You go, girl. Good for you. Have fun with that. It looks awesome, though. In fact, did you see Chris's, Chris, the IT guy, fellow buffoon, generates the maps for us and updates the maps. And right next to Nanty's ship now, you can see the silhouette of her base coming together in there, and it's like, oh, you can see it from space. Doing awesome. Streamed earlier, so now I'm in catching my favorite streamers. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, man. That's an awesome compliment. I appreciate that. How are things going out by your way, IRL? Out over that way, east of me. It's nice. We've had some cloudy days out here, which is greatly appreciated by the California residents. Whenever we get some nice cool mornings. It's actually out working in the garage this morning, working on my bass guitar out there in my shop. And I had the garage door open, nice and cool out there. Anytime we get that, man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff for us. Nice and cooler this week, yes. It looks so much more ominous than it is. So Nanty Cat's build right now is just a huge elliptical disc of black concrete. And yeah, it does look ominous. Like, what is that? Now, she did reveal on her stream what she's going to build, though. So, but I'm not going to reveal. You should go check out her stream. Because Nanty Cat does awesome streams. So we are... Oh, that wasn't a bud. I hope that wasn't a bud. Good. So again, we are terraforming Thunder Bay right now. We finally finished the canal. And that was, I think, my first build here on... well, it was my first build here on the BuffoonCraft server. I'm new to the BuffoonCraft server. I'm one of the new buffoons here, and I wanted to make I wanted to make my first build more of a community kind of thing to help link up my area with everybody else's, because I'm a little bit far out south down here. Not too bad though. I'm still pretty close. But so I made a big canal that connects the inland sea, which Nanty's builds are in. With the river that leads down here to Thunder Bay. Why, hello there, mobos. And Toxic's Opera House. And I figured that would be a first cool thing to do. I think that sends a pretty cool message. And so I figured I'd do that first. And now that that's done, now I can actually start working on my base over here, which we have grand plans for. I am burdened with glorious purpose. Yes, I am. I actually had to do some research offline to figure out how I'm going to build this base of mine. We got to up our game big time, which I've been saying the last couple of streams. Let's get caught up in chat here. Spasmodic hands, yes. Black concrete is like looking into the void. Yes, it is. Oscar, you should stand over that big disc that she made in there. In fact, I helped her remove some of it to transplant it up there, and I was asking her, how can you see the block edges here? It's like, whoa. Because it's entirely black concrete at this stage. So you were too kind, sir. Thank you, of course. Oh, Thunder, I got 2 of my books today. Oh, okay. So Princess Nebula is talking about the fairy tale books that she got for her Storytime server that she's working on. And she's using those for reference. So which two of the 3 books did you get? And then we were talking about the really creepy Mother Goose book that you got. That turned out way creepier than she thought it would be. All right, and how am I doing for time here? I'm at 7:52. Actually, you know what? Good. I'm going to go topside, and because so many of you came in late, I'm just going to quickly go over the plan of what I have going on here now. And we can go topside, and we can have a butcher. We can have a look up there. And let me see. How did I get out of here? 8850. So I need to go this way. There we go. And then, yeah, I climbed up here. Okay. Now, ooh. Hola, senor. Have an arrow on me. There you go. All right. And I should be able to... Ooh. And there's your creepy brother. Yeah, see, there's never just one of you guys, is there? All right. So we're down here. And I believe I have a shaft. I can find the axis here. Maybe on the other side of this. Yeah, it probably is. It's probably on... It's probably down here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, a little too much. There we go. Home sweet home. Grimm's and Mother Goose. Oh, yes, it's totally creepy. Creepy. All sunshines and daisies. With the weird faces, right? All right, what do we got for goodies here? All right, let's drop off. Let's empty out our pockets here. Then we'll go topside and we'll discuss plans. Let's do that. Let's put that in and let's take that out. As you can see, look at our awesome early game workshop. It's so embarrassing. But you know what? I'm actually a little too old for embarrassment, so it is what it is, people. I'm going to drop off the calcite. And we're not going to need that much cobble. The rest of this stuff, though, oh yeah. All right, let's go topside. We'll discuss plans, and we'll use that to wrap up the stream. And then I think we can do a raid because I think my good friend and my neighbor in BuffoonCraft, Toxic Humors, I believe he's streaming right now. And so maybe we can go give him a raid. That would be super, super cool. Counterplays is back. Ayo! I hope your school is finished, my friend. Uh-oh, server is backing up in 5 minutes. Okay, so here we are at Thunder Bay, right down here. And so let's talk plans, everybody. So what we started off working with is right over here. Now, for some of you who have been with us for the entire stream, yeah, I'm going to repeat this process. But you know what? We had a lot of people just come in right off the end. So I'd like to see them to see what we've been working on and what our plans are going to be. And so first of all, this is our first build over here. You can see I'm quite far south from everybody else on BuffoonCraft, but not really far. I'm still pretty close. We're connected by this awesome river, which is the border which forms a border between my place and Toxic Humor's place, which is right over that hill. We're pretty close together, but we're also kind of far apart too, you know, and we're building in opposite directions. And so, you know, there are no space issues. And so Toxic, his place is right over there, and the long way around, because it forms an island, long way around to my Thunder Bay is that way. And the short way to Thunder Bay is from whence we just came, right over there. And so here's the canal now that connects up this river and my base to the huge inland sea around which all the other buffoons are building. And so if you go north through the canal, we built this canal, and this is our first build, to connect us up with everybody else. And when we exit out through into the inland sea here, you can see Nante's End Ship Cafe is right there. And there you can see rendering in. That's the beginning of her build over there. You can see that. All of that black concrete. And then over there is Shut Mountains Tower is behind there. The renders will come in. And then Turbosaurus' shrine is up there on the hill. And of course, the mighty supernova relic with all of his supernova-ness is right over there. And so that's what we were working on. That's the very first thing that we did. But this is pretty much complete now. And now we're going to go, that's our first public work to connect us up with everybody. And now that's as finished as we're going to do for now. The south exit needs a little bit of detailing on it, but I'm going to do that a little bit later. Now we can actually start on my project down in my area. I vote for a Toxic Raid as well. Of course, JMO. In fact, it's through JMO that I met Toxic and the rest of the buffoons. So JMO, the coolest. The coolest, definitely. You can see we head out back down through this way. Or if we put in the superfluous medial vowel, this away. And we head on back down here. And then we can just do a quick, just some quick reference pics of what we're going to do with the bay here. And then we'll wrap up our stream and do our raid. Hopefully we finish up our raid before Toxic finishes his. I think so. I only do a 2-hour stream, and he started after me, so he should still be streaming. I think he does up to about 3 hours. And I think recently, I thought it was Monday, he did a 12-hour stream. 12-hour stream. And so what we're going to do here, and again, for those of you who... this is a review, a recap. Just bear with us. We're building in this entire bay here. This entire bay. And most of our build is actually going to be out there in the water. But over here, we're going to do quite a bit of terraforming. We have 2 of these islets here. On this one is our portal. All right, so all the buffoons in the Nether Hub have their own customized and characteristic portals. So this one is mine. Finally. So you can see Nanty Cat's Cafe is over there, and Toxic's Opera House 1 is right over there, and there's Shut Mountains, there's the Village of Chronicle, and this is all a scale map of the surrounding area that Supernova Relic did. It's just amazing. And so ours is right here. Of course, being Thunderhand, right? We have the bass guitar player, we have the bass clef here, the F clef, and here's our, good boys do fine always, and the white spaces, all cows eat grass, right? So our notes on here. And so that's our themed portal that we've made that empties out here into Thunder Bay. Over here, and this little islet, we're going to have our standing stones and a circle around this, and we're going to terraform all of this, and we're going to keep that island out there. We're going to have a little Scottish bothy over there, a little cottage on this one over here to start with. Then we'll build a little footbridge across here. And I'm going to take out that island. I want the river mouth to open up out here. And then a little bit of the banks around this area, but that's about it. But the way I'm going to make this look, and we'll pan out here. In fact, we'll disconnect at this point because the service is about to reboot. And let's go to screen capture over here. And let me see. Let's pull up our... Oh, man, we dumped our reference photo. All right, let's pull it back up. Probably because I thought that we were going to be finished with that. Let's do this, and let's do screenshots right there. Here we go. Put on down here. And that's what I wanted to show. All right, so I made a copy of the BuffoonCraft map seed, and then I just did a little mock-up. Our little islet's actually going to wind up being quite a bit bigger than this one. But you can see where we have all of this kind of geography in here, geology in here. And where we got that from was the Hebrides Islands out in Scotland and the Giant's Causeway in Ireland. They're actually both part of the same volcanic geometric formation. They're about 14 miles of water, and a fissure has opened up between them. But they're about the same thing. And let me pull up right over here. Let's get some images. There we go, like that. Get some images. And so what I'm trying to replicate is this kind of geology right here. Let's do that. Right there. Okay. Nanticad bringing buffoons together. J-Mo the Schmo, that's him. I'm the Tinder of BuffoonCraft. About the bass, about the bass, about the bass. No treble. Yeah, treble, that's Toxic Humors. He's the treble clef. And I'm glad I have the bass clef because that's relatively easy to make with those blocks. If I had to make that G clef, that treble clef, not happening. I don't see any bass clefs in pictures. In the pictures, Thunder, or are they bass cliffs? It is the bass clef of the cliffs. Okay? Cliffs and clefs, clefs and cliffs. Yeah. All kinds of semantics. Fun semantics. All right, so I went here in August of 2000 with Mrs. Thunderhand, back when she was my smoking hot girlfriend. And we spent about 14 days here. Our clan castle is on one of the nearby islands from my mom's clan, is over there on Mull Island, and there's a little islet in the bay there called Staffa. And let's do this. There you go. And so here's Mull, and our clan's castle is right here on Craignure, or on Duart Point, right there. And Fingal's Cave is on a little island of Staffa right about there. And then across the water is the Giant's Causeway, and they have that same kind of basalt volcanic geology for all of these little islands down here. Arran, Jura, Ailey, Tari, all of these down here. And it has this kind of cool basalt formation here. Let me pull this one up here. And it makes these kind of column-like faceted structures here. It's really, really cool. And so I'm going to try to replicate that with the basalt and some other materials here in our Thunder Bay here. Here you can see the Giant's Causeway, although this is a super stylized picture of it. There's a lot of Photoshop in this one. In fact, let's grab this one. This one's a little bit more natural looking. There you go. And you can see the caps of these when they get worn down by the ocean. They wind up looking like this, and they have all these geometric kind of structures to them. Super, super cool. And so it's on the northeast side of Ireland and on the northwest Hebrides Islands in Scotland, and they're all lined with these kind of formations on them. And so that's what I'm trying to replicate, that kind of thing there. Tell from I saw bass as in the fish. Awk. Trouble, trouble, tomato, tomato, you got it. All right, so that's what I'm trying to replicate here. So I figured I'd use some of the polished basalt here and some of the smooth basalt and the slate and some of these other kinds of things. I used a lot of the moss and vines for the seaweed and things like that, a little mossy cobble. And then, I used the andesite and the regular stone to make some standing stones and that kind of thing. And so I'm going to replicate this on the neighboring little islet with the bothy, the cottage on there, and maybe along the shoreline here too. maybe I'll incorporate some of that just to kind of tie it all together. So that's the plan for phase 1, everybody. That is the plan for phase 1. Now, phase 2 is going to be out in the bay itself. We're going to make some artificial islands out there. They're going to be gigantic. You'll definitely see those from space. Chris's next map update is going to be quite a huge surprise. And then on top of those, we got a gigantic structure that's going to go up. That'll be phase 3. And yeah, that should definitely put us on the map. All right, everybody. We are about 6 minutes past our stream ending time. I'm going to it looks like Toxic is still raiding. Still streaming, so I think we can get through with a raid. Looks like he's still on there. Let's try it up. I'd like to thank everybody for dropping by. We got an awesome turnout today. Mighty J-Mo the Schmo, my fellow buffoons, folks we haven't seen in quite a long time, Colin, Tron, all of you guys are really, really awesome. Thank you so much from the mods for helping out today. Epic stream. Mama Gnome for dropping in with a raid. Really, really cool. All right, everybody, let's do this. Yeah, Streamlabs. Okay, thank you for Princess Nebula for putting our raid message on there. The old Thunder Rain, boom shakalaka. You can copy that into the chat if you would like. And let's go set up a raid for our good friend Toxic Humors. What did I do? A typo again? No, I did that right. Come on, hands. Do what I want you to do. That should do it. And it is underway. And we're doing our countdown as of right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and raiding Toxic now. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the raid. Make sure you say hi to Toxic. Super, super cool guy. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for showing up, everybody. You really made this epic. Raiding now.